Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to TechNodeFirmaCraft. So I am out here in the middle of nowhere looking for silver and possibly more graphite, but instead I found something else that's going to be very useful for us, and that is this stuff, scapolite. It is glowstone. So I have been going through here trying to figure out where the top of this thing is, and I can't quite find it. So I'm going to have to go up a little higher, but I'm going to mine out a whole bunch of this stuff, and we'll be able to use that for illuminating carpenter's blocks as well as a couple of other things. So if we take a look at our uses on glowstone, we can make lanterns from BiblioCraft. I don't know if those actually give off light. I assume they do. This wireless wireless redstone, I don't think we're going to be doing anything with that. Signal lamps from Railcraft, hologram projector from Open Computers, microchip, and then blocks of scapolite. So we've got a few things there. In the shapeless crafting, we can make this stuff from blue power. It's colored Lumar, and this stuff gets used in making the lamp blocks from blue power. So that's kind of neat. But let's see what else we've got here. We can, of course, use it in fireworks, brewing. We can make glowstone ingots. Interesting. A whole bunch of stuff from mechanism, as well as glowing plastic blocks from mechanism. I wonder if zombies will break those. But let's take a look at the uses for the blocks of glowstone as well. So we have lamps from BiblioCraft. We have our redstone lamps, which are always good. The lantern from Immersive Engineering, which is something that I would love to be able to make because they look a lot nicer than a jack-o'-lantern, and they're not as difficult to make because this is all renewable stuff if we do some mining. So yeah, we've definitely got a few things that we can do with this stuff. But like I said, I've got a lot of digging to do, and as you can hear, there is a cave somewhere nearby, and I've got zombies all over the place. But so I've got a lot of digging to do, and still gonna try to go out and find some silver and maybe more graphite, because we are going to be looking at steel today. So I'm gonna keep mining here, and I will see you guys after a little bit. Well, this area definitely has a lot more graphite than the last one did. My gosh. So I've already taken out 19 graphite, and just look at how much there is in the wall here. I have found tons. I haven't been going into the floor yet or anything. So there is tons of graphite here. I'm gonna have to go up higher too. So that's real nice. Now I did have to make a trip back to the base because I forgot to grab my additional pickaxes. I had made 2 of them specifically for this trip, and I forgot them. So that's kind of my own fault. But yeah, I am going to be running out of space here pretty fast as well. And I'm not sure what to do. If I should continue to mine this stuff, or if I should go and get the silver, because we are going to need silver for a couple of our quests that we've got to do, namely the ones with the black bronze and things like that. But anyway you look at it, I know we need a lot of this, because to make steel we need a lot of the fire bricks. And yeah, we're just gonna have to get this stuff. I still need to get a lot more kaolinite too, and I don't think I want to go. No, I don't want to go out there. Let's go ahead and drop a block back in there for the moment. But I know I'm gonna have to find more kaolinite too. So what I'll probably do is try to get as much of this as I can handle, and then I will head back, get my inventory emptied out, and maybe make a third trip in order to go and get the silver. So anyway, look at it, I'm going to get some of this stuff taken care of, and then I will see you guys after a little bit if I've got anything interesting. Well, listen to that howling winter storm. So yes, it is the middle of December, actually the end of December. Congratulations to me. But I have been digging here for a while. I figured out that this is where the bulk of the vein of graphite was, and so I'm using this very simple technique that really gets me a lot of stuff fast. Stand in just the right spot so that you can break 2 blocks at once without moving, and then you just dig your way down to whatever level you're going to, which in the case of this mine is the quartzite layer that is below this layer that has the graphite in it. So I have already gotten, well, I think we just passed, nope, we are 3 short of having 3 full vessels of graphite. And I'm pretty sure that if I get a little bit more, I probably won't have to get any more for the remainder of the server. But yeah, as it is, I think I'm just going to keep digging for a little bit longer, at least until the bulk of this stuff is gone underneath. There's still quite a bit up above the support beams, but I'm going to get all of this stuff that's down below, head back to the base, and then we'll have to come back out again for the silver. Well, I am back at the base after going and getting a bunch of graphite. We have quite a bit of it now. I really don't think that I'm going to have to get any more graphite anymore, but I had a suggestion from one of you guys that I should try a different mod. I'm not really one to change a mod pack, but I thought this was a mod that really should be in here. Now what this is it's the TerraFirmaCraft CellarAddon mod. And what this allows you to do is to build a cellar that is filled with, well, you use ice to cool it and it will keep your food. So there's a couple of things that this adds. It adds ice that we can pick up. It adds a saw that can cut the ice. It adds shelves, walls, a door, and the ice bunker. Now the way that this works is that you put the bunker out in the floor. You can go up to from 0 to 3 blocks away from the bunker in any direction, and then it looks like from the wiki that it can go too high, and I don't know for sure if the roof has to be the walls as well. And I'm gonna kill this zombie. Yeah, you need to die. So right now I am heating up some iron so that I can make the saw. So what we need to do here first is weld these together, and now we have the ice saw available to us. So this is no different than any other forging. So let's go ahead and get this to where it needs to be, and then this is a draw, upset, and a hammer. And so that's not going to work very good. So the bend was actually too much. So let's try this again. So 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, so if we go 1, 2, 3, draw, upset, hammer. There we go, wrought iron saw blade. So this is the way that we get the ice. So let's go ahead and make our saw here. So there we go, a wrought iron ice saw. So that's going to be the first thing that we're going to need. Now you can see I have a lot of lumber, some clay, and I have not grabbed the straw yet, but it doesn't look like I have much straw to go around anyway. So I'm going to have to go out and gather a lot of straw, and I'm going to start building this cellar, and then after I get that built, I'm going to head back north and try to get some ice, because we have no ice in this area. So I'm going to wait for daytime, go out and get some straw, and then I'm going to go get that ice, and then we'll take a look at how this mod works. Okay, so I am now to a place where there is some ice, but I am uncertain. Whoa! What just happened there? It would appear that I threw my sandwich or something. And we've got a downdraft there. Yep, I threw my sandwich. But anyway, I am unsure if the ice that we need is sea ice or freshwater ice, or if it matters. But I'm going to see here. Okay, so apparently freshwater ice will work. So I'm going to gather up all of the ice here. Now this stuff says it is heavy but very small, which means it will go into a ceramic vessel. So here, just a second, let me rearrange some things. So yeah, we can put that ice into a ceramic vessel. So basically I am going to be out here gathering ice for a little bit, because I don't want to have to do this again for quite some time. So much ice later, I now have a double chest full of ice. So that should be plenty to keep our cellar stocked for quite some time. So I think now it is time for us to take these items that I have made, as well as the doors over here, because those won't go in a chest, and make our cellar. So I'm going to grab the items here. We're going to grab the doors, and it looks like an axe is probably what I want for that. Yep. So now we need to find a location for this cellar, and I'm kind of feeling like it should be over there, but I don't really know. I think for now I'm just going to build it here in the area over here that I have secured. So I want to start by digging up all of the dirt in the area that I'm going to use. So we want a 9 by 9 area cut down here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. So we're going to be kind of into the pumpkins or the jack-o'-lanterns a little bit. So that's 8. And then we'll have to go one more here. So that's our 9 that way. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I'm going to clear this area out, lay down the edges and the walls, and then I will be right back. So I have the box set up here, and we can see the temperature right now is 23.23 degrees. So what I want to do now is place the the ice bunker in here, and we're going to put some ice in here. So let's go ahead and go grab some of that. Now this does take 2 doors, and it says that they have to both be closed. So we're going to see how this works. So we'll grab 4 stacks of ice. Go ahead and come in here, and we'll place our ice in here. And let's just see here. The block prevents the cellar from working correctly. Check the structure after 1 minute or break and place it. Okay, well, let's try removing that. Is it possible that we have to have one of these cellar walls underneath this? Let's try that. So we'll do that. Place the ice bunker back in. Temperature, okay. So now it seems that everything is working properly. So our temperature is now 1 degree. We have already used 1 piece of ice. Now let's see, can we place this down here? It looks like we can. Okay. So everything seems to be working properly now. Now it does not show the temperature inside of here in the F3 menu, but it does show it here. So we are at 1 degree. Let's go ahead and place in our shelves. So what I really want to know is what these shelves look like when they are filled. So I have a little bit of seaweed here. Oh wow, those can hold a lot of items. So there is no display there of the items, but that's okay. So I think what I'm going to do now is go and grab all of my food items, bring them down here and put them in these shelves, and we'll see what it's like for the storage. So not quite as good as I was hoping. We still get decay fairly rapidly in here, but it shouldn't be quite as bad, especially considering it's a lot easier to see what we've got and just pull a whole bunch out and run decay off of it. So right now I am not even coming close to using all 14 of the shelves that I put in here, and we will have future storage for quite a bit more. Now, one thing that I found out is this jack-o'-lantern was messing up the cellar. So we can't put any form of lighting in here, so anytime that we come in here after being away from it for a little bit, we're going to have to be ready for mobs. And that's going to be a big deal considering that it could be a creeper, and it's kind of dark in here, so it's hard to know what's in here for sure. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and go with this, hope that everything is going to work fairly decent. In the future, of course, we will be getting into the mechanical refrigeration with mechanism, and so we won't have to worry about that nearly so much. Now, I did set up my food prep out here instead of inside. I don't know if that would mess it up or not, but I'm not going to mess with the possibility of that. So, yeah, I think the next thing then is something that I had talked about doing in the last episode, and that is getting some cows over here. So now that we have all of this stuff down here, it's quite easy to come in here and grab what we need. So what we need is some corn. So I'm going to grab a stack of this, and actually I think we'll grab 2 of them. And we have some cows not too far away from here. So what we want to do is head off in this direction. We have some cows over here that are right next to the coastline, and wow, I am slow because I don't have any water. Okay, let's get something to drink. That'll help. Now, I don't know if the cows will follow us with this. Now, I suppose what I could do, I'm going to grab this rope over here. Okay, the sun just came up. That's good. So I'm going to grab the rope that I made over here and see if that will allow us to bring the cows up. Now, where did I put that in here? Okay, so I'm assuming this rope is something like a lead, but I don't know that for sure. But what I want to do is get the cows up here so that we can start milking them and start making cheese. Now, one thing that I remember from the past is that a barrel filled with milk does not spoil, but as soon as you turn it into cheese, it will start to spoil. So milk is one of the, or cheese is one of those things that we just want to kind of make it as we go. So, need to come over here and grab these cows. Should be just right over here. We'll find out for sure what we need to do with this. So they're out here on this little peninsula over here. They should be right over here. So I don't know if I have corn in my hand, if they will follow me, or if I'm going to have to lead them with a rope. Okay, well, it looks like they will follow me. The animal won't let me do that. Okay. Why can I not feed them? Okay, well, any way you look at it, we will get these 3. I'm pretty sure that these 2 are males, and that one's a female, based on the horns. So now it's just going to be leading them back to the base. Once I get them inside of the fences, I shouldn't have any issues. So this is going to take a little while. Meet you guys back at the base. So after a little bit of following me, these cows did allow me to feed them. So we do have one little bit of feeding on them. I won't be able to do that again until the next daylight. But I also found out this rope works exactly like a lead. So you can use it to drag animals around, and if you right click on them again, you get it back. So that is really handy. I'll be able to move the animals around using that, and I can sort off the ones that I don't want in the pen, things like that. Very simplistic stuff to take care of. Now, the other thing that I've done is brought 2 empty barrels over here. These will be for milk later on, And then I have the vinegar barrel, and this one will be used to turn the milk into cheese. So that's where I'm at with that. It's going to take a while to get those animals to where they will allow me to milk them. And of course, only the one female can be milked. Now, there are more cows out in the plains behind that mountain, so I'll probably go and get them, and we'll try to get it to where we have a lot of milk available. But right now, I think I'm going to check on the length of the episode, see if we've got time to do something else, and then I will be back. So to finish out the episode today, I thought we would look at a quest in the quest book. Now, hopefully I have everything that we need for this, but we're going to get in here and we are going to look in the Iron Age, and we are going to be looking at the blast furnace, where we learn to smelt iron at higher temperatures to make pig iron. The blast furnace is a multi-block structure used to turn iron into pig iron, so we need one blast furnace brick. So the blast furnace brick is made with a crucible and 8 wrought iron double sheets placed around it. Each one of these is 4 ingots of wrought iron, so that's 32 ingots around there. So there we go, and we get blast off. So now we get the next quest in here, which is building the chimney. The first part of the blast furnace you will need to build is its chimney. To start, place 4 fire brick blocks in a cross shape around an empty block. Make sure to leave 2 blocks empty underneath where the blast furnace and crucible will go. I need to make another crucible. Next, place a wrought iron sheets on each outer face of the fire blocks. You can extend the size of the chimney up to 6 high. So we need at least 4 of these fire bricks. So these are made with 5 fire bricks and 4 mortar for each recipe, and each recipe makes 2 fire brick blocks. So there's that. So now running the furnace. To finish the blast furnace, place a crucible and the blast furnace on top, 1 block below the chimney. Next, put a bellows pointing towards the blast furnace. Remember, you need to place the bellows on a solid block. You will also need a toyer, which is placed in the blast furnace GUI. The blast furnace will melt iron into pig iron, but you will be unable to pump the pig iron out without the toyer. The toyer is smithed with a double metal sheet. Any kind will do. Next, drop 4 charcoal, 4 iron ore, and 4 flux powder per layer into the chimney. Light the blast furnace, keep an eye on it, and add more charcoal if its level drops below the ore level in the GUI. There is no need to pump the bellows until the pig iron has formed. You'll need to figure out when that is. Once the pig iron is formed, you can pump the bellows to allow the pig iron to flow through the toyer into the crucible. Hint, have an ingot mold in there ready. So we are going to need another crucible, but next oh wait, that was running. Okay, so processing the pig iron. Now that you have a crucible full of pig iron, you will need to process it. Like with iron, you will need to pour the pig iron from the crucible into an ingot mold. It is best to start pouring ingots while pumping the pig iron into the crucible. When the pig iron is solid but still hot enough, hammer out the impurities on your anvil twice. Alright, so we have a couple of things to do here. First off, I need to make another crucible, which means we need some fire clay. Oh, and we happen to have 5 fire clay left. So we will go ahead and make up another crucible. There we go. So we've got our crucible, we have our bellows, we have our blast furnace blocks, we have our fire bricks, and we have 12 wrought iron sheets. So we also need a solid block to put the bellows on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place a marble block there. I'm going to place the crucible there. Bellows here. Nope, can't do that until the rest of it is formed. So I am going to need a couple of scaffold blocks. Nope, a couple of them, thank you. So now what we'll do is we will place this here. grab our fire bricks, place them around the outside of this thing. No, no, no. Wrong. Bad. Okay, we will break the thatch blocks back out. Now we need to place these wrought iron sheets on the outside of this thing. One on every face. Oh, I built that too close to the bloomery. Okay, well, I guess what we'll do is we'll just break this out. We'll have to move the bloomery. I'll end up moving all of this stuff eventually. But for now, we want to get this blast furnace running. So we will continue placing these, and there we go. So now we should be able to place the blast furnace down. We can place in our wrought iron toyer that I have already made up. Then we need 4 pieces of flux, 4 pieces of iron, 4 pieces of charcoal, and we'll just grab a whole bunch of that. And then we need our flint and steel to light this. So now all that we need to do is get up here, break another one of these. Okay, so now we will drop in the iron, the flux, and the charcoal. And I'm going to drop, okay, I did not want to drop that many. I'm going to drop 1 extra just so that it can pick it up here in just a little bit. Then I'm going to light this thing. So there we go, it is lit, and it's just going to take a little while for this to warm up and give us our pig iron. So once that is done, I'll be back and we'll look at processing these ingots. So we can see the temperature down below is getting quite high. We're up to yellow-white, and here we go on to white, and that's as high as it will go without pumping the bellows. So I'm going to pump the bellows twice. This should bring it up quite a bit higher in temperature, and we should start seeing fairly quickly the pig iron dropping in here. So let's go ahead and get that one more. Nothing yet. Brilliant white. I believe that's where we need to be. So I am seeing ore is dropping out now. So we have our first pig iron ingot. Let's go ahead and place that in there. We should get another ingot out of here. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and drop in 4 more of these, 4 more of these, and I forgot the flux. So let's grab the flux. And we're going to make another one right behind this. So there we go. That doesn't seem... that only took 3 ore. What is going on there? Yeah, something's not right. It didn't take the last ore. So it's possible there wasn't enough flux. Okay, there we go. It took everything now, and it went out. Darn it. Okay, well, these are definitely cooling down, so I'll just wait on the other one. So there we go. We have our first one there. So let's go ahead and... an oil lamp. Okay, so we need to just get some hammering on this. So it looks like that should be right. So then we need to go into a regular ingot. Same thing again. Looks like we're not quite right for that. Nope, that's what I was afraid of. There we go, our first steel ingot. Alright, well, let's go ahead and grab 1 more of those. We'll work this one out real quick. And a bend. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Hammer, 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 hammer. 4, 5, 6. Try and upset. Oh, nope. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we have 2 iron ingots there. That should be enough to finish the quest. Or steel ingots, excuse me. So this is going to give us 32 charcoal, 8 bottles of enchanting. Then we have a choice of either the fire bricks or the wrought iron sheets. Now, this is kind of a tough one because the wrought iron sheets are rather expensive for iron, but I am almost completely out of kaolinite right now. So I think at the moment I'm going to take the fire bricks and I'm going to go ahead and claim this reward, and there we go. So we have steel now. So that is a wonderful little advancement in our tech, because we will be able to start moving on to some major items here in the very near future. But this is going to be it for today, so I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, or anything you'd like to see me work on, or for that matter, any mods that you think I should add to the pack, even though I'm not overly thrilled with how that CellarAddon works, but it's better than nothing. But yeah, any of those things, go ahead and leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!